Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome to the first Jackpot call. We're so excited you guys are here. This group is totally about winning. It's totally about winning for yourself, personal victories. It's about winning for your team. It's about taking, the gifts that you've been given and maximizing them and being able to pay it forward to other people. And so we're super excited that you're here. Really looking forward to just sharing some fun things tonight. But first, we're going to start with our Jackpot challenge for this week and some of the changes that we've made. So as you saw Casey's post today, you'll notice that last month we had 3 challenges. And this month we're going to go down to 2 because it's a busy holiday month, and we're going to just do 2 challenges. The first and the third week of the month, we're going to have a challenge, and then you'll have 2 weeks to complete the challenge, which is great because we all need the extra time. But these are still going to be business building activities. And so, Casey, do you want to talk about the challenge for this week, or do you want me to?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. So you guys saw, I put my creativity together and made a little Christmas tree of our challenges this week. So, or a challenge of this week. It's multiple steps for this challenge, but so kind of just reiterating what we shared in the social media call, that it's super important that when you are doing social media that you're putting it not only into your DMO, but you're being really effective of what you're putting out into social media. And so what Michelle and I have found is that when you're sharing Juice Plus, when you're sharing your business, it's not only important to be bold and share those things on social media and to create intrigue and curiosity, but it's also important for you to consistently be posting, again, about like health or giving value or about your family, because I know that the one thing that Michelle and I truly try to preach for ourselves is that for every one Juice Plus or product or business post, we're posting 3 to 5 times about something else in between to really help build the feed. You don't want to be that person that literally all they do is talk about health, or all they do is talk about fitness, or all they do is talk about Juice Plus or their business, right? Like we don't want to be categorized as that. So really sharing your life. So basically what we did is the first part of the challenge is to do 1 live video. So between now and next week, we really encourage you guys to go live and do a video. Like now's a great time with the Elf Fitness going on to do a smoothie, or even to offer like, hey, we have these free workouts and I'm going to do my workout live and you can do it with me. Like you could promote it as a live video, coming up to get people to jump on and do a free workout with you. Like how cool is that? I know coming from the fitness world, people love free workout videos. So it's a great tool. The second is that we really want to encourage you to post more about the business. I know it's something that can be scary. I know it's something that is really letting people into your world, but if we aren't posting about the business, then people just don't know you're doing it. They know maybe they can order the product from you, maybe, but they definitely don't know that it's an actual business that they could join. So it's really important to be posting about the business and posting about people joining the mission with you. Especially when you've had a lot of successes or you promoted someone, a business post might be literally you celebrating a new teammate that just made their HLP or their 2000 plus on Facebook. Which there are some great, or someone that joined the team, there's some great posts in the social media pros about like people joining the team. The third one was to do 3, so they're listed by number, how many to do. So the third one is 3 healthy posts. And this is really what I encourage you to do, is more about giving value. Like you want people to know you're a health resource. So giving value. Michelle does a really great job of posting, recipes all the time. It's something I've told Jesse multiple times. He'll post pictures about healthy things and then he doesn't post the recipe. I'm like, everybody wants to know the recipe. And then he waits like 5 days. So make sure you're, getting back to the comments and posting the recipe. You don't have to give it away in the picture, but it's definitely a great way to get intrigue. And then the fourth one is just sharing, your family and your life. This is something that I really try to do as often as possible because I want to share about the business and I want to share about the product. So I know if I'm doing those things, I got to share more about my life and family. And, I want to give this piece of advice because I know a lot of us are moms on here, that it's super easy to get it sucked into the cycle of just posting pictures about our kids or our grandkids. And so
I haven't posted any in a while.
I know, I'm just kidding. But it is, like, it's really easy to post pictures about the cute people, the little cute people, right? And so it's really important that you're not just posting about one particular subject, whether it's about the little cute people or whatever it is, but it's important to post a wide variety. People want to get into your life. They want to create intrigue. They want to get to know you. And if you're letting people get to know you by posting about your life on all different aspects, they're really going to get to know you and feel like you have a friendship before you even really had a conversation. So that's a challenge today, between now and next week. That's your focus.
And what we want you to do for the group is take a screenshot of your post and post it in the comments or on the page of our JackPot group, so other people can get ideas from you. Like, they see your business post, they see, your product post, your wellness post, that they can get ideas. So we want you to take screenshots of your post and put them into our page so that people can see what you're doing, and so that we know that you're doing the activity. And then if you do a live video, when you do your live video, we want you to share. There's a share button underneath. We want you to share it to our JackPot group. And it's always good. I love making my live videos public. You just go, when you're about to do the post, you just click, there's a little button for the privacy, and you can say friends, acquaintances, or whatever. And we want you to, it's nice to make it public, because then anyone can see it. So if you share it in our group, anyone, even if people aren't your friends, but they're your sideline buddies, they can see it too. So that's that. What else? So beyond moving just to 2 challenges this month, we are going to be starting our pods, our JackPot pods, which is really exciting. So what this is, a pod is literally just a group of people that are kind of at the same place in their business as you, that are going for some of the same goals. And so we find strength in numbers. We know that, 3 or 6 heads are better than 1. We know that sometimes people do better when they're working with sidelines versus their, only their upline. They just get different ideas, they get different motivation, different inspiration. And so we want to connect you guys. We know that conference is a great way to get you guys connected and build friendships, but putting you in these pods is going to allow you to develop deeper friendships, to just glean wisdom and to share and spur each other on for greatness. And so what we've done is we kind of divided all of our JackPot participants into a couple of pods based on, like I said, their first group is going to be a group of people who are trying to qualify, or they're trying to solidify their qualification. Maybe they're trying to go from qualifying to customer qualified, or they've qualified for the first time and they're trying to solidify that for a few months. And so our first pod is going to be, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a Voxer chat for each pod, so that you guys can communicate with each other, and just have a really seamless way to communicate with your pod on a weekly basis. So the first pod is going to be Anya Jones, Ashley Athanas, Rachel Parker, Christine Sacomba, and Felice Anthony. So I will be creating that pod on Voxer this week, and you guys will be added. Our second pod is going to be another group of people who are trying to qualify or consistently qualify. And that's going to be Jill Treese, Shasta Crum, Kristen Faber, Melissa O'Donnell, Laurel Brannon, and Melissa Para. So you guys are going to be in a pod together. The next group is going to be people who are a one club. Or they're basically people who are already qualified very consistently, and you kind of got the qualifying thing down. You're qualified, you're probably customer qualified, you're trying to duplicate a qualifier. You're trying to be like, I need to clone myself. I need to go make other me's. And so these people are in a pod together. Jillian White, Christina Turner, Jen Billingsley, Betty Gray, Sharon Rudisall, and Carrie Thorpe. So you guys are going to be in a pod together because you guys are all working on duplicating a qualifier. And then we have 2 more pods that are people who are working on 3 club or above. So that means they're working on having 3 qualifiers or more. The first pod is going to be Casey Elmore, Jenny Cajotas, Trisha Nelson, Nicole Fisher, and Catherine Pompeo. And the second pod is going to be Emily Fitzgerald, Jamie Oney, Janet Peets, Jen Reiser, and Danielle Taylor. So you don't have to remember these. I'm going to put you guys in a Voxer chat together. I highly recommend that you guys add each other on Voxer, add each other on Facebook, so you have that more sideline support and you can see what each other are doing. And we'll be connecting you guys probably tomorrow. So
yeah, and we're super excited. Michelle and I both have personal experience in pods on Voxer, guys, and it's so powerful for our business. It creates so much wisdom and just encouragement. And it's a place, your pod is a place, a safe place of positivity and just everything that you could want above and beyond your, getting leadership from your upline. Like, it really is an additional space that you can come to that is going to just pour into your life, pour into, relationships. We really encourage you to take, hold of these pods and get to know the people. I know when I got into my first pod on Voxer, we literally, our group decided to connect on a call for 30 minutes where we all just got to share a story. These are people that I knew, from a distance, from afar, but I didn't know them very well. And so I got to hear their story and hear what they're all about. And it just allowed me to grow in that relationship with them. So I would just really encourage you guys to take advantage of these pods. They're such a great space to grow in and get better in, and to encourage and share your struggles. Be known that it's okay to struggle in this business. You guys are all entrepreneurs. Like, entrepreneurs aren't going to win every day. Share your struggles. Also come in and share your wins. Like, come share the things that are working in your business, because if it's working in your business, chances are it's going to work in someone else's business. So use it as a space to really collaborate with people on a regular basis, a group of people that are working at the same level as you, working towards the same goals. So we know that this is really going to help facilitate a lot of great productivity in your business, a lot of great encouragement in your business. And we are stoked and excited for these pods to get rolling.
Yay! Well, we're going to end there because we said we would keep it at 15 minutes. Does anyone have any questions before we jump off about their pod or the challenge this week, or just about the JackPot group in general?
I have a question.
Sure.
So for the pods, when we're, having conversations and stuff, like, how do we get that? Like, how do we start that up? Like, what are we going to actually be talking about together? Like the wins and everything, but is that like every week? Do we check in, or do we just? Yeah,
that's a great question. So I'll be creating the pods and putting you guys in there, and I'll probably start out with a question like, okay, why don't you guys all take a minute and introduce yourself? So each of you guys are going to introduce yourself with a 1-minute Voxer, and then, or, where you live, how long you've been in the business, what your strengths are, like just talking a little bit. And then, each week we would love for you guys to use it as a check-in. Obviously you have us as your upline, but use it as a check-in and saying like, hey, Rachel, I saw your post, that was really great. Or, hey, guys, I'm struggling to get all this done. Does anyone else have ideas on this? Or use it as a sounding board. Use it as a way to encourage other people in your pod. Use it as a way to ask questions. If you're like, I'm trying to think of, what to say with this picture. Maybe they have a great idea. Or, like anything about like the JackPot business or about qualifying, or really, and from week to week, we'll put questions in the pods just to kind of stir some conversation, but a lot of it will happen organically.
Okay, cool.
Based on what we're doing.
Cool.
Yeah, we encourage you guys, to get out of your comfort zone and get to know these people. Like, I know when I got into my pod, and I know Michelle can attest that, I got into a pod with a bunch of QNMDs, right? And she got into a pod that was with new NMDs, right? And there were people that neither one of us knew, and no one was really facilitating. It was just something that we went, to do something because we knew we wanted to grow, and we knew to grow we needed to be around more like-minded people working towards goals, right? And so this gives you guys the opportunity where you may not have a large team, but you get to work with team towards those goals and have that positive, uplifting atmosphere that we're all striving to work towards in our team and culture. So really encourage you guys to just use them as sounding boards. Like, just like I would reach out to my mom about life, like use them to reach out to them about your business. Especially, if you're going to have multiple people in a group. And Michelle or isn't available, or I'm not available, or you reach out to Team PlantStrong for something, right? You can go to your pod and reach out for those things. So know that your pod is truly a support system at the end of the day. Like, that's really what I've really leaned on my pod for, like through my struggles and through my triumphs. They know every piece of me at this point in my life. And it's been a year-long process, but it's been so cool to get to know these people, and they're truly invested in me, and I'm truly invested in them. So awesome. Well, we're super excited. And does anybody else have any other questions? All right. Well, we'll hop on off here. We thank you guys so much for your time tonight, and we can't wait for these pods to start.
Yay! See you guys.
Bye.
Go team.
Woo.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.